With the current health crisis, boosting our immune health has never been more important. Joining us to discuss coronavirus immune health is Dr. Christine Horner, one of the country's leading authorities on integrative and preventative health. Welcome, Dr. Horner.
Thank you. It's great to be with you.
So we're all thinking about being well right now, and how important is our immune system when it comes specifically to COVID-19?
Well, I think it's extraordinarily important. And you know what we've seen, this disease is so weird, and there's such a huge spectrum with it, where we're learning that there's just an enormous amount of people that may have had it and didn't even know it, so they're completely asymptomatic. And that ranges from that to having incredible amounts of deaths, too. And so the difference really is, all has to do with the strength of our immune system.
So you're saying basically that a stronger immune system, can it reduce the sickness duration or symptoms when we're talking about COVID-19?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So,
Yes.
One of the reasons that we see that it's so much worse for people who are older is because as we get older, several really kind of undesirable things happen to our bodies. And one is that our immune systems gradually get weaker as we get older. And then another factor is that every year as we get older, after a certain age, we lose muscle mass. And you would think, okay, well, what's the big deal with that? Well, the big deal is that by the time you're 60 or so, it's like not only are you physically weaker, but it also weakens your whole physiology and takes a hit on your immune system.
And in Florida, we do have, a higher percentage of an aging population. So let's talk about some of the things that we link with immunity that we think could help. The first one is vitamin C. So I heard that patients in hospitals are actually getting vitamin C. What do you know about that?
Yeah, it's very true. So there's vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, both of those extremely important for the immune system. And you'd think, oh, it's just a simple vitamin, it wouldn't have that much effect, but it really does. And there's lots of studies that have been done that show that if you were deficient in vitamin C, it really increases your risk of developing influenza and upper respiratory tract illnesses.
Okay, so we want to be boosting our vitamin C. You mentioned vitamin D too. So what's the key with that?
So vitamin D, again, is something that's extremely important for our immune system as well as kind of our whole physiology. They find it acts more like a hormone in our body. And unlike vitamin C, the tricky thing with vitamin D is that you have to know what your blood levels are, because there's a therapeutic range, which is 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter. And if you're in that ideal range, then you have just unbelievable health protection, including, having a super healthy immune system.
Okay. And then another thing you and I mentioned earlier when we were off camera was amino acids. And a lot of people, may not even understand what those are or how they link to immunity. So educate us so we can help everybody boost that immunity.
Sure. So amino acids are extremely important for our immune system because they're the building blocks for the proteins that make the white blood cells and the antibodies in our immune system. So there's a kind of an interesting phenomenon that occurs. As I told you, we lose, muscle mass with age. So that actually directly weakens our immune system as well. Now, the good news is that research shows that if you take an amino acid supplement, it not only strengthens your immune system because you're supplying the building blocks, for those proteins, but it also prevents muscle loss. Now, the studies it was really interesting where they experimented on different combinations of amino acids, and they found one particular combination that had the greatest effect. And when it was given to people, they found that it was able to rebuild and repair muscle by as much as 57%. And the most amazing with it is that this combination was given to nursing home patients who were elderly at prolonged bed rest, and it prevented muscle loss in them. So I recommend a amino acid supplement called Rejuvenate, and that's because Rejuvenate is based on those amino acids that were used in the studies. And also, it's really simple to take. It just comes as a powder that you mix in water and drink it once a day. Now, it's a little hard to find because if you Google Rejuvenate, you'll find like a floor polish or something that'll come up. So just to make it simple, the website is rejuvenatemuscle.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you for all these great tips. We're going to focus on that vitamin C, that vitamin D, those amino acids, and hopefully keeping everybody's immune system in tip-top shape to take care of themselves. And we want to mention that Dr. Horner has a book out, Radiant Health, Ageless Beauty. And for more information, you can visit her website, drchristinehorner.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.